Hello, my name's Rob, and this is my video for assignment number 2, part 4 of PIDP 3250. My video is going to be on teaching strategy number 7, teach things worth teaching. And teach things worth teaching is a strategy that doesn't push for memorization of a topic, but rather focuses on the understanding of a topic. Also, according to Phyllis Bloomberg, who guides teachers through Weimer's learner-centered model, where the students have a choice on the material and the outcome of their instruction and projects. Weimer also goes on to say that college is a time where students should develop a prowess as learners, meaning it's a time for students to develop a skill for lifelong learning. So I'm just going to quote Elizabeth Barkley right off the bat here, and it's not surprising that students are more likely to feel motivated in a class if they are learning things worth learning. And I think that applies to everything in life. If you think it's a waste of time, you're not going to be motivated to even be there. So, so teach things worth teaching. I think what it comes down to is having those students understand why a topic is important to them. And rather than telling them that it is important. So why is it important? Versus that, you need to learn this, or this is why we need to learn this. An example I'm going to use is in class I could be teaching about transmissions, and I could have a student say, well, I'll never work on transmissions where I work, so why do I need to learn this? And well, I mean, even though they might never learn it, use this information at work. I mean, every vehicle that they drive has a transmission in it, and if it ever fails, they will have the knowledge to fix it. So it could save them some money in the short run. They could even use this information to make money, right? So maybe the neighbor's transmission goes in their car, and they can, repair it and make a bit of cash on the side. So even though they might not use it at work, it is something that they could use in their life. So what you're trying to do is just apply real life scenarios that the students can relate to. And I mean, whenever you can apply real life scenarios to a subject matter, it really personalizes the learning and really adds to their schematic learning ability. So it really adds to their thinking process, their memorization, and whatnot. So some ways to facilitate this teaching methodology or method could be to develop associations of what the learner learned to other topics in real life situations. So again, the transmissions, well, even though they might not do it at work, they can use that information at home to benefit themselves. One thing I like to do is take a cognitive learning environment and transform it into a kinesthetic learning environment. So you're in class, you're teaching the theory, and then you go out into a practical learning environment, and you're doing the hands-on, and it really shows that we took the what we talked about in class, and we're actually applying it to real life situations. Some other things you could do is have several options for the students to complete an assignment. And this really, again, kind of gives the students their own control of their own learning, gives them a different path, and again, it helps to personalize that learning, and it comes back to giving themselves their own control over it. Another thing is something I like to do is Fink's taxonomy. In there, he says that you can help students understand the foundation material of a topic. This will help them understand the topic rather than pushing for memorization of the topic as a whole. So you're just breaking it up into smaller sections, showing why each section is important and its own benefit, and so instead of just pushing for the topic as a whole, saying you need to memorize this, but instead we're breaking it down and really trying to personalize that learning. Well, thanks for watching. Here's my references and my Creative Commons license. Please feel free to comment, and I'll hopefully talking to you in the discussion forum.